Hi, my name's George.
Hi, I'm Akil.
I'm Aquarius.
I'm Celeste.
I'm James. I'm Julio.
I'm Mike Tanae.
And this is the Romberg Tiburon Center.
Woo! Recently, we visited the Romberg Tiburon Center for Environmental Studies in Tiburon, California, located just north of San Francisco. We came to meet the scientists collect plankton from the San Francisco Bay and look at it under a microscope. But first, we met Erin and asked her a few questions about the center.
Hi, I'm Aquarius, here with Erin at the San Francisco State University Romberg Tiburon Center. Hi, nice to meet you.
You too, thanks.
Okay, so the first question that I want to ask you is, what type of research do you guys do?
At Romberg Tiburon Center, we do a lot of research in San Francisco Bay on the food web, starting with the phytoplankton, the single-celled algae, and the zooplankton, the animals, the microscopic animals that eat those. We work with the delta smelts, which is a fish that lives up in the San Francisco Bay Delta. We study our environmental physiology of animals, so how they react to changes in their environment. Wetland ecology, so we study the marshes in the bay and eelgrass beds that grow in San Francisco Bay. We also study the nutrients that affect the phytoplankton that grow in the bay. And also our scientists do research around the world, in the Amazon, Antarctica, in Alaska, the Pacific Northwest, along the equator. So we have research going on all over the world.
Well, that's very cool.
After asking Erin a few questions, Erin took us to look at the eelgrass and meet one of the scientists.
Good morning, Karen. I'm Julio Reyes.
My name is Karen Kafitz, and I'm a graduate student at San Francisco State University. I work in the zooplankton laboratory here at the Romberg Tiburon Center, which is San Francisco State's field station.
Pretty interesting. So what specifically do you research here?
So the folks in my lab all do research on different types of zooplankton, and zooplankton are the animal plankton. We do research in my lab a lot about the food web. So some folks study animals that eat zooplankton. I study zooplankton and what they eat.
I also heard that zooplankton eats phytoplankton. How do those two relate?
That's right. So phytoplankton are photosynthetic algae. They're like microscopic plants that live in the water, and zooplankton eat those microscopic algae. So the algae form the base of the food web, followed by the zooplankton, and then other things eat the zooplankton, like baby fish.
Kind of a entertaining question. So plankton from SpongeBob, what kind of plankton is he?
I'm really glad you asked that, actually, because the focus of a lot of the research in my lab is on copepods, which are a small crustacean. Copepod means paddlefoot, and plankton from SpongeBob is a copepod.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering all my questions. It's been a pleasure to interview you.
Thank you. It was very nice meeting you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
After talking to Karen, we were excited to get our own experiences with the plankton, so we caught some. When we went onto the dock, we dropped a sucky disc to measure the visibility of the water and see the amount of plankton, and then dropped a net to catch. As we walked back to the lab, our minds were waiting to see what we had found. When we got to the lab, we helped Erin set up the equipment to examine what we had caught. We got to see all kinds of cool plankton, like diatoms, copepods. We also saw barnacle larvae, worm larvae, and jellyfish larvae. Next, we went to go talk to Adam in the crab lab.
My name is Adam Paganini, and I'm a graduate student in the Jonathan Stillman Lab here at the Romberg Tiburon Center for Environmental Studies. And I'm studying developmental cues and thermal tolerance in porcelain crabs, all the way from their embryonic stage to their larval stage to the juvenile stage, all the way to the adult stage. And I'm studying how each stage is affected by temperature change differently, and also I'm comparing different species of these guys and how those differences between stages are different between species.
The Romberg Tiburon Center was an experience of a lifetime. With Aaron as our tour guide, we were able to expand our knowledge of plankton. As a group, we really learned about how plankton eat and live. We also met high school interns working at the center. I think it would be really cool if one of us got to intern there.